default. It's never the default. Oh my God. Oh my God. I did all that talking for no reason. Oh my God. Now I gotta start over from the beginning. Oh, that is so bad. That is so bad. That's so tacky. All right, so here's what happened. So essentially on my short, I had it set to just use the actual device, the actual microphone device. However, I upgraded my PC and made some changes because I was having power issues, and it appears that the changes that I made did not save because now it was set to default, which defaulted to a totally different device. And because of that, y'all didn't hear me for the past 10 minutes, which is really, really bad and really, really tacky. And oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't do anything. But I can repeat. Forum, how you doing? How you be? Talk to the AB. I had a really weird morning and it's really cold outside. And when I went outside, it took my breath away. And I went outside and went like, and I couldn't breathe because it's so cold and it's getting inside and I'm hot and cold at the same time. That's pretty much what I said. And also the format of the channel, and I can pretty much abbreviate. Essentially, I set it up to be daily, so I'll be doing these reviews and reviews of technical issues daily, and then intermissions will just be random games instead of games that I actually like, because most people like those games too. So I just want to try different random games and see if that makes things a little different because I've never played them before. So we'll just see how it goes. So I think we're good now. Yes, okay, cool. Yes, we are good now. And yeah, so let's do that. And now I can actually talk and it looks like it's working properly. Okay, cool. That's just sad. I don't know. It's maybe it's getting too close to Christmas. Merry Christmas to you guys. Hope you guys have a happy holidays. Hope everybody's off from work or on for work or working or making extra money. Whichever one applies to you, I hope that that's what's happening. And let's get started. Ooh, Panasonic. I want that one too. We'll just add that one. Hopefully I'll get to it. It's rare that I get a Panasonic or I see a Panasonic issue. I used to work for was it Panasonic? It wasn't Panasonic. It was oh, I can't remember. Something 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 Best Buy. All right, cool. This oh hey, and my karma's up now, so now I can actually reply to a video. So I guess we'll find out. This is from Archangel Fu SR Hayes. We're just gonna call him AFE. This post is from AFE. AFE writes, starting 3 days ago, my desktop shocked me when I touched it after an extended period of time. I have a problem with my computer where it occasionally shocks me when I touch it. It only happens once and then it doesn't happen again until a while later. I can't tell if it's something coming from the case on button as I keep forgetting to check every morning. Is this normal or is it a sign of something potentially dangerous? Should I be concerned about this? Yes and no. Typically, when it comes to shocks, a lot of times, whenever you have a shock, whenever you're touching the power button, it means that you may have some type of a short on the actual desktop itself. Maybe it's not grounded, things of that nature, or maybe it's like a metal chassis with a metal button and it's being shorted out. So whenever you hit it, you basically transfer that static electricity onto yourself, or you have static electricity whenever you touch it, because it depends on if you touch it and it does it every single time or it does it every time that you touch it. I would say that it's a possibility that your chassis is not grounded. So make sure that your chassis is has grounding. Basically, best way to say this. So it's a possibility that your motherboard may not be on the standoffs and instead may be touching the actual chassis itself. Or it's a possibility that it's just a static electrical current or something along those lines, or the power button itself is getting a short. So you may have to replace the power button or something along those lines. So it can be several different things, but what I would try first is if you have socks or carpet, try without socks to see if it changes anything. Also try to see if it's consistent, because if it's doing something that's relatively consistent, then it may mean that your power button just has a short at it, and that may be the actual problem, as opposed to static electricity. It just happens every once in a while. So that's generally how you would troubleshoot this issue. I'm kind of curious to see how my colleagues would say about this. Instead of touching the computer, go touch a door handle or something metal. If there's a static discharge, a spark means you simply are building static charge as you sit at your desk. Jesus, talk about a tongue twister. Used to get a problem with static. Yeah. So yeah, just pretty much what I was thinking of. is a perfectly acceptable term. Earthable? Earth. Oh, okay, you can say earth and ground. Yeah. So yeah, just making sure that you're grounded, or making sure that your PC is on standoffs and it's not touching the actual chassis itself. The motherboard isn't directly on the chassis, and yeah, or the button itself is not shorted, and that's pretty much how you would handle that particular situation. Okay, AFE, I hope that helped. Everybody's already told you. I don't think there's nothing more you can really say here. It already has 35 comments. I don't even know I clicked on it. Okay, whatever. Moving on. That's a good warm up. We'll call it a good warm up. Alrighty, this is from Idle Perfectionist. Idle Perfectionist writes, my laptop has 2 SSD slots and I screwed up one of them, so now I only have 1 slot with the factory SSD. I just got a new SSD and wanted to just replace the current one with it. What would happen then? Obviously, I want to have files or apps, but I do have to reinstall Windows again. Would it be already activated? Sorry for the noob question. So in this particular situation, you have 2 SSD slots and you bought a new SSD and you want to basically replace what's on your current SSD with the new SSD. What you would actually do is clone it. So basically install your second SSD in the second slot and then clone all the data from your first SSD to the last SSD. Be sure when you clone, the root directory, which is the one that says C, is last. This allows you to extend the partition to the full capacity of the drive. Typically, people who get new SSDs get a bigger SSD than they had previously. Therefore, you want to extend it so that that C drive gets bigger, okay? If one of the other partitions are first, then that's the one that'll get extended and that won't help you at all. So that's what you would do in this particular situation. And the cloning software, and oh my goodness, I just downloaded, I had this same thing yesterday. And then I downloaded it, and now I don't even remember the name. It's like clean something. Clean? Clone. Something with a C? It's not even something with a C. Hold up. I'll figure it out. Hold on. What's the name of that application? I literally just installed it again because of this same thing. I can never remember this application's name. What was it? It was something. No. Why can't you ever remember names? Oh, I know. I can check my downloads. Let's try that. No. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, well, I can't remember the name of it. Okay, well, any event, there are several different types of cloning software out there. I can't find the one that I currently use, but when I find it, it'll come to me in like a dream, and I'll wake up and start a stream randomly and be like, oh yeah, it's this application. But in any event, that's how you would do it. You would basically just clone it, and then once you clone it, then you can wipe your old drive. So yeah, so we just say clone, install new SSD in second slot so you can clone it. When cloning, make sure the C partition is the last partition so that you can extend the drive size. Typically, new SSDs are bigger than the older ones. Once cloned, you can then wipe the drive if Windows comes up successfully. Okay, we'll do it that way. All right, we'll see if that does anything. Let me make sure it didn't. Okay. So what happened last time? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What happened last time I did these and I was actually replying is that it got all wiped. Like, so all everything that I wrote got wiped. So I'm just trying to make sure that it doesn't wipe me anymore. So we'll see what happens. All right, so this one is from Blue Goo 538. So Blue Goo writes, brand new Lenovo Slim 7i i7 12700H. That is a pro laptop. Congratulations. Gets random blue screen of death. Crashes daily after 1 week of light use. Wow, that is a gut punch. I barely started using it. It's randomly happening yesterday and again today. Just surfing the web. I don't play any games. The only possible trigger aside from the Lenovo software or hardware issue is that I had to download both Canon's generic printer driver and the MF4100's printer driver to make my USB connected printer work with this laptop's Windows 11. But when the laptop crashed on days I didn't even connect it to the printer. Is there anything to be fixed or should I return it? If the printer driver is the problem, it will happen again. Yes, but I really doubt the printer is going to be the problem here. I really doubt the printer is going to be what causes you to crash in this particular situation. The best way to try to figure out exactly what's making you crash on your laptop is to go ahead and go into your event viewer and then go down to system and then go into the timestamp of when you crashed. It'll tell you why you crashed. It'll give you some kind of answer. It may say kernel power or decom or something like that. Whichever error is critical, that's usually your problem. Now, to figure out if this is the main problem, go down to every single time within Event Viewer and within System, go down to every single time that you crashed and compare. If they all give you the same critical error, that's your problem. And then you want to look up that problem on Google and then take it from there. So, sorry, with this issue, what's the point of saying with this issue? Just tell him what he needs to do. You said all that and then immediately forget what you were gonna say. So with this one here, oh my goodness, I'm so bad today. Why am I so bad? I can't even remember to switch screens. You can't even read it. What is going on? Stop being terrible. Okay, in any event, for his particular issue, it doesn't seem likely it would be a printer issue. However, you can get an idea by going to Event Viewer, then System, and scrolling to the time of the crash, scroll into the time of the crash and comparing it against other times that you crashed. Whatever critical error that matches the other crashes is most likely your issue. If it says something hardware related, then return it. There we go. Okay, fingers crossed it actually gets posted. I don't know. I have enough karma, so hopefully it should stay. We'll find out for sure. All right, cool. So we did that, and hope that helps, Blue Goo. I like your name. It's better than Ferret, so it's better than mine. So it means it's pretty good. So hope that helps. And the other two, I'll just go back there where people can actually see it. So that's the first issue that we worked, and this is the other issue that we worked. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing today. It's so bad. I don't know, man. I just did like literally a freaking like 10-minute monologue, muted, and then come back and then do another 10-minute monologue in the wrong screen set. It's just, I don't know, man. It's getting close to Christmas and my body and mind is just like, no. All right, cool. So that's Blue Goo. Congratulations on the laptop, man. It's a shame you have to return it. But congrats anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and go. Ooh, okay. I need water for this. This is long. Okay. I'm ready. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. This is from N Hanji. We'll just go with Hanji. So this is from N_Hanji. N_Hanji writes, screen flashes. Hey guys, about a week ago, I started to get those weird screen flashes which occurred irregularly. Wow, I cannot say irregularly. Wow. I'll just start over. Hey guys, about a week ago, I started getting those weird screen flashes which occurred irregularly. There are horizontal and fill different amounts of the screen at different times. Also, games which usually run fine on 120 FPS certainly ran at 40 or 50 FPS, except for Left 4 Dead 2, which was still on 165 Hz. A list of what I tried: updating GPU drivers, deinstalling GPU drivers, and installing again with DDU, connecting monitor different display ports, putting the GPU in a different slot, deinstalling the Windows update of the last week, installing the games on different SSDs, lowering the game settings. Even that, the problems are still there, and I believe it's the GPU and I have to buy a new one. What do you think? Also, here are my components. He has a 3900X Pro processor. I love it. I have it. I also have the X570E Asus ROG Strix, GTX 1080, awesome graphics card, Samsung A50 Evo 2017, HyperX Fury 2, 8 gigs of RAM, and then he has a Corsair 650 watt, and then he has a Dell 2560 by 1440p 27 hertz monitor, and I'm guessing that's the one that actually has the high refresh rate here. And then he has the IQ 465 RGB, so just lights. Thanks for reading. It's my first post here, and try to include as much information as possible. If it's a GPU, I'm thinking about buying a 3070 Ti. Yay or nay? Yay! I actually have a 3070 Ti. I'm actually selling it. so if you want to buy a 3070 Ti from a guy in Texas, hit me up. But for your particular issue, okay, so you said also games which usually ran solid 120 FPS suddenly ran at 40 or 50 FPS. Makes me think that your settings may have gone back to default. So it's a possibility that maybe one of your folders, or maybe you have moved some things around and now it doesn't have your default settings. So now it is at 40 or 50 hertz. Because I'm thinking what may have happened is that you were actually running at 1080p and you may have changed it to 2K when your resolution happened, or when you change display ports or something along those lines. So it's a possibility that the games that you normally play are playing at 2K, and 2K 60 to 70 FPS for certain games sounds about right. I mean, if we think about, like Call of Duty. So for example, you play Left 4 Dead, so more than likely you play like horror type games. So let's think of Resident Evil Village, right? So Resident Evil Village at 1080 on 1080 at 1080p would have a resolution about 80 to 90 FPS on 1080p, but at 2K it's like 62 to 70. So in this particular situation, it's a possibility, or even less for that matter, it's a possibility that your settings may have changed because your resolution changed on those games. What I would particularly do in this particular situation is the games that you normally play, go into them and check the settings and make sure that it's not set to 2K. If it's set to 2K, I would change it to 1080p, and that may actually be your issue. So it's kind of hard to say, because it may be one of those situations where you may not notice a thing, but it just changed it from 1080p to 2K, and therefore your FPS dropped. So let's go ahead and say, so with this, you can check the resolutions of the games you are playing. You can check the resolution of the games you are playing and see if it's at 2K. And see if it's at 2K or 1080p. The 1080 usually performs at 40 to 60 FPS in 2K games anyway. So it doesn't sound like you are too far off. And with this, you can check the resolution of the games you are playing and see if it's at 2K or 1080p. It's possible the settings may have changed to 2K and you may not have noticed a difference. Comments. There we go. I just don't like the idea of me forcing him to go 1080 or forcing him to replace his 1080. It's not ideal. So like, so if somebody, okay, in troubleshooting history, if somebody comes to you and be like, hey, I ran into this particular issue and I have this, I have this 3070 or I have this, 6900 XT or 6800 XT or whatever the case may be, and they ask you, hey, you think I should replace the graphics card? Never say yes. Don't just automatically assume that they should replace the most expensive thing in their kit. Give them better options, like like this right here, checking the resolution on the games that you're playing. He didn't actually say what games he was playing, what resolutions he was playing at, or if it had changed. Typically, most people who play 1080s play at 1080p. Most people have a 1080p 120 FPS, and he's talking about 140 FPS. The 1080 has never been able to run 2K games at 100 FPS. It has always done that at 1080p. He has a 1080, usually best at 1080p, running 120 FPS. I think that he's at 2K. So I would say on this particular situation, I think he would be running his games at 2K instead of 1080p. That way, that's the reason why he's getting those low frame rates. That's normal for 2K. And that's normal for a 1080. Okay. Alrighty, in Hanji. Hope that helps. Alrighty, what time is it? No, not intermission. We'll do one more. We'll do one more and then we'll do an intermission and then we'll come back. All right, cool. So nobody asked me any questions. All right, so this is from Spectered Anger. Alrighty, Spectered Anger writes, AMD Athlon 3000G static display issue. Athlon? Oh my God. Okay, beginner builder here. I bought an AMD 3000G MSI 320A Pro motherboard with a 3200 megahertz 8 gigs of RAM system just for casual games and office work to replace my old system. But the system got the drivers into it and tested out a couple of games. Everything seemed to work fine, but while I was downloading a game, the screen suddenly started to go static. Checked my peripherals, keyboard and mouse seemed to work, and checked the hard drive activity light. It was working fine. I tried to go to the BIOS just to check what might be wrong. Everything seemed to work fine. Now every time I boot up to Windows, after a few minutes, the static would go back and would cover the whole screen. Tested my monitor, but it was working properly with my family's PC. Any thoughts? System game and for casual games and office work to replace my old system. Hold on, let me look this guy up. This motherboard here, I've never heard of it. Search the web. Oh, okay. A320. It threw me off when he said Athlon. Because AMD Athlon makes me think of, like, Ryzen has been along so long, I forgot the old ones. The, what was it called? Phenom. It makes me think of Phenom and all them. Okay, cool. So he just has a new motherboard. Okay. AMD 3000G with 3200 megahertz and 8 gigs of RAM. Okay, cool. So with this particular issue here, he said he's getting a static display. In other words, his screen freezes. Okay, so if that's the case, not 9 times out of 10, more than likely it's usually a graphics card issue in this particular situation. You never mention what kind of graphics card you have, and the AMD 3000 more than likely does not have integrated graphics. So I'm guessing you do have a graphics card, and that may be your problem here. See the fact that you said you tried your monitor on a different computer or just plug something else into it, and it worked just fine, then you're looking at either A, the cable, or B, the graphics card. I would also check to see if there's any errors, but if it goes static that quickly, it makes me wonder. Now, it's kind of interesting. You said it goes static quickly. Here's what I would do. I would actually go into BIOS because you said you've been there before, so it's okay for me to recommend him going to BIOS. Go into your BIOS, okay? And stay there. See if it freezes. I'm kind of curious to see it because, right, if you think about it, right, even going into BIOS uses your graphics card. So I wonder if his screen freezes even going into BIOS, or does it only freeze when he goes to Windows? Because if it freezes only when he goes to Windows, it makes me think that it may be a Windows issue. So in this particular situation here, let's go ahead and give him that option. So let's say typically this would be a cable issue or a graphics card issue. A cable issue connecting to graphics card or a graphics card issue. But what you can do is go back into BIOS and just sit there. Does the screen ever go static? Graphics cards do not discriminate. So it should freeze there too if it's having issues. Also, you can check for critical errors in Windows. We're going to Event Viewer, Start, Event Viewer, and then System. Look for critical errors before the screen freezes again. LOL. Okay, hope that helps them, man. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good way to work that issue. So we'll see. Hopefully they don't kick me out, but we'll see. All right, that looks good. All right, cool. So intermission. Oh, yeah, we made some good progress. I just read that one. I'm not even. Okay, so this game here that we're gonna play, it's called okay. So I used to read that this game is Kenya Guardian of the Spirit or something like that. And I read about the game and everybody was like, the game is really, really hard. I've never actually played it. It looked interesting, but it kind of just looked like Pokemon. And I really like Pokemon, but it's just the game just didn't look like a game I would actually play. I don't know why, but Pikmin, that game I've never actually played. It's like, once you play Pokemon, anything that's Pokemon-like, it's just like, no. Okay, and Digimon. Okay, once you play Pokemon and Digimon, any game that's Pokemon and Digimon-like, you just reject it because it's not, it's like nostalgia. It's like, unless we're talking about, you know, like Gen 1 Pokemon or something, I'm just not interested. But in this particular one, I was like, why not? I'll go ahead and try it. So we'll go ahead and fire this guy up here. I actually turned it off. I've never actually played it before, so we'll see what happens. But Steam, I probably should never close Steam. I'm really bad at that. I close stuff because I worry that it may show on the stream, which isn't great, but I'm getting better. I promise I'm getting better at trying to figure out how to set up these games and everything. But I guess we'll find out here. Okay, so let's give this a shot here. There we go. All right. Good job, Anthony. You did something right for once. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and try this out. So Kenya Bridge of Spirits. Okay, I hear it's super hard, so I don't think I have to do anything to make this worse than it already is. So, I mean, there's no point in, like, you put it to, like, the hardest and you can't leave the main screen. Like, I don't even know how to play the game. So let's not go crazy. Let's just go, this expert spirit. Okay, we'll just do apprentice and see what happens. Okay. I typically like keeping my brightness relatively high because every time you try to put it lower, you mess around and can't see anything. So let's see what happens here. Unique wooden masks are carved to honor the dead. Placed in sacred shrines, these masks gradually return to dust, symbolizing the spirit's peaceful journey into the next life. Not all spirits can travel this path alone. Struggling with tragedies of their past, they linger and become dangerous. Masters called upon to help these trapped in violent manifestations are known as spirit guides. Oh God, that was so glad for more talking. Ooh, look at the graphics. Oh my. Can't tell me that's not fancy. Dope staff, bro. Ooh, that's fancy. I wonder if that actually, like, is that like a bubble that protects you? Oh, this is clean. Why not like this game. Hold up, this is... Oh, this is smooth right here. Hey, it's better than what's that the one the audio one where she's talking to herself? It's better than that as far as gameplay. We don't know about story, but the gameplay, this feels great. Dead person. Hey. Aw. Rocks. Hey. No. Okay. Is that just a puddle? Okay, you just go in it. Okay, cool. Can you jump? Okay, bet. Ooh, you got a double jump? Oh, you got a double jump off start? That's kind of sweet. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? Alright then. Do I have to go to the ones that have white holes in them? Yo, talk to me! No? Okay. What does this do? Ooh, what's that do? Hey, can I hit this? Oh, I know. What's that bubble thing? Okay, I got one move, so obviously that's not gonna get me anywhere. No? Okay. What happened to that dead person with the white thingy in his face? Did he just disappear? Okay. Okay, obviously I have reached the end of the game. Because I have no idea where to go. Do I just swim across or what? I mean, they can't tell you what you're supposed to be doing? No? Okay, not that. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to go through that circle there. How am I supposed to go over there if I can't? No. Man. This is gonna look real bad on stream. What? I can't. What am I supposed to do? Is this what they meant by the game is hard? But those rocks go back to normal once you hit them, so it's like, what's the point? Ooh, okay, is that it? Okay. Okay, maybe. Huh. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but apparently I'm doing something wrong. I wonder if you gotta light everything? Like, what the heck? Yes, we get it. There are markings on walls. But how do I can progress through the game? I can't, there's nobody to fight or anything? Like, what's going on? This is kind of weird when you gotta go online and figure out how to get through the starting area. What kind of game does that? Hold up. I can't, that can't be, is that it? Like, what's going on? I promise I'm smart. I promise I'm smart. Can you speed up on the screen? No. I have to do your thing. Oh, wow, I am slow. Okay, cool. All right, let's actually do something. Spent 20 minutes in the starting area. Saw some Legend of Zelda stuff. Okay. Hey. Oh, he looks important.
Why have you come?
Mm.
I sense suffering here, Spirit. Do you need help?
You know nothing of suffering.
That's because I'm 12.
This is my home. My village.
Okay. Kakiri mask!
Turn back, spirit guide.
Okay. I wonder what that shield does. It does nothing to him. She moves really quickly though. These animations are actually pretty dope. We done here? That's all you got? I did it. I think. Did I do it? No. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hang this game. Hooray, I'm a superhero. Well, that's pretty. What time is it? Okay, cool. Got 19 minutes. Wow, these graphics are really nice on this game. Senua. That's the game I was thinking of. It plays a little bit snappier than Senua. Hey, get back here. No? Okay. I'm gonna catch you in a Pokeball.
I saw him here somewhere.
Who is this him? I like their hair.
Where did he go?
Oompa, doompa, doopa dee dee. If you were wise, you'd listen to me. Catch him! This was before Pokeballs. I had to do it the hard way. Boy, them graphics.
Hi there.
How does everybody have a Kakiri mask? And they can teleport, that's pretty cool. The other dude had to put on his map before he can teleport. Oh. Pretty too. Oh. I'm gonna name you Fluffy. Hey, Fluffy. Aw, you're so cute.
Hi.
Aw. Bow bow.
Aw, it's alright. What happened here, little guy?
Okay, that's pretty cute. Why is her hand purple? I hope you evolve to an Ivysaur. Yo, did I tell you you can leave? Follow your Pokemon. Press A and A. That's what I'm doing. Oh, you mean just get up here? I got a teammate. His name is Fluffy. Oh, that's pretty.
There she is. Run.
Yo, where the kids go? Oh, snap. She can do a backflip? Oh, just pressing B by itself. Okay. How does he know that another one was there? It's kind of cool. Oh, I like that one better. That's the black version. That guy looks like he hits the gym. Okay, do that. Oh, she hit right here. Okay. No, that's it. Right here, and then maybe a little bit over here. See what's going on. No. Last time I just did that. No. How do you? Oh, I see. Yo, can I throw my Pokemon? Pokemon Go! I choose the... Nope, nope. Guess not. How do I... Okay. Okay, maybe that is a little bit too big. Okay, fair enough. I like how the other one gets on your head and the other one just swims back. He's like, nah, fam, I got you. I'm an adult, and you will treat me as such. Ooh, a secret room. Hey, those kids. What are they looking at? Okay, fair enough. Oh, this is pretty. Is this how you kill everything? Or can you just fight it? Collect more rot to purify dead zone. Okay. I'm guessing these little thingies are rot. How can rot be so adorable? That doesn't even make sense. Yo, how am I supposed to find rot if I don't know how to find it? The only person who knows how to find it is more rot. Okay. How do I get out of here? Okay, I guess I should have followed those kids, huh? It should be like in Genshin Impact, like whenever you come near rot, it actually does damage to you, but apparently here, not so much. Man, this is a whole garden. Okay, nice. Ooh, cheers. Da-na-na-na. Aw, I like his feet. That's not weird, right? Pokemon Go! No? You know, how does it tell me that I found 2 when I actually found 3, but whatever. Oh, maybe I have enough rot now to deal with that thing. Let's go this way, and then these. Okay, rot, it's you and me, I think. Yo. No? Okay. Well, if that's not how I'm supposed to... What am I supposed to do then? Why is this game so hard? Hey, what happened back to them games where they'd be like, okay, you go this way. Okay, that's... I was here. Is that another thing? No, it's mushrooms. Okay. Well, see, I just came from over here and I didn't see anything. Do I just climb now? Nope, nope. This is so confusing. Okay, if anyone sees anything, please let me know. Okay. Oh. Oh, I see. You got to collect them all and then use that to deal with the thing. Okay, I see. I see. I see. Which means...
Hi, Benny.
Hi. Yeah. I'm gonna have a whole collection. I'm gonna challenge Mewtwo. Interact with Rod. Dance? Dance. Does interacting with them increase their power level? I only care so I can evolve them. That's all that matters. I'm getting my Ivysaur one way or another. Oh, you can just double click it. You don't have to hold it down. That's pretty sweet. Okay. I would have imagined that there would have been one over there, but I guess I could be wrong. Treat. No? Okay. I don't remember him telling me anything about anything over here. No, he did not. Yo, did it just do something? No. Okay. There's gotta be someone over here now that's river. Like, what's the whole point if I can't even do anything here? Wow. Still nothing. I like her double jump though, that's pretty sweet. Double jump. How about now? Can I just go to y'all and can we talk? No? Oh, I do. It does deal damage. Okay. What time is it? Okay, it's time to stop. We didn't play for almost an hour for some reason. Oh, hello. Hi, Miles. How's it going? I'm sorry. I got too carried away in this game. Okay, we'll just put this away. How's your day going, bro? Okay, we'll just save. There we go. Did it save? Okay, cool. All right. Let's get back to work. See, this is what happens whenever you try to start making like content and stuff and trying to help people. You just start playing a video game instead. One thing leads to another. All right. Inverse. All right. Bet. There we go. Glad to hear it, Miles. Alrighty, I'll explain the format real quick. So basically, I do kind of like troubleshooting videos as well as gaming stuff in the like interim, because doing like a bunch of chatting and troubleshooting issues is hard on the eyes. So I kind of go between different things. So I apologize if it's a little jarring, but the more I do these, the better I'll get. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We already answered that guy. Alrighty, so this is from Tempest Returns. Tempest Returns writes, serious, because that's the only way you can be. I need help finding a new charger for my phone. Serious, I need help finding a new charger for my phone. It's a Galaxy S10e. I know it's supposed to take USB-C cables, correct, but every one I have bought, I have returned. For some reason, the new cables just aren't the right kind of connector, as they don't seem to fit right and the phone doesn't seem to register that it's connected. I don't think turning it on and off will help, LOL. I wouldn't have told you to turn it on and off. However, I would tell you there's a possibility that the USB connector on your phone may be going out or bad. So it's a Galaxy S10, so you've had it for a while. So in this particular situation here, you know, if it's not charging. The Galaxy S10e, if I'm not mistaken, also does have wireless charging. If it does, then you might be able to just use a wireless charger if your USB-C port is going bad, as opposed to trying to replace your phone. So let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure it has wireless charging. Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. Okay. It goes to show you how much I study. Okay, so the Galaxy S10e does have wireless charging. So it appears that your USB-C cable may be going out. And if so, then you may want to do wireless charging if you don't want to pay for repairs. So in this scenario here, I would say it appears your USB-C cable may be degraded. USB-C, I'm sorry, not cable, but connector. Connector may be going out or degraded. I'll talk about this here in one quick second. USB-C cable may be going out or degraded. If so, you can swap to wireless charging as opposed to replacing, getting the device repaired. We'll do it that way. GTA 5. No, is there a new? No, I don't think I. Well, I think I have it on the PlayStation, but I don't think I have it on Steam. But I'll add it to one of the games. I've never actually played GTA. I don't know why I haven't played it, but everybody who played it swears by it. But I've never actually tried, so I'll add it to my list of games to play. I was actually just picking random games out of a list of games and seeing what happens. But that one's just one of the games that I just ran into, and I was like, yeah, $20, sure, I'll try it, see what happens. But I'll try GTA. I'll add it onto the list. I think it actually is on Steam now. So with this particular issue here, if you can swap it to a wireless charging as opposed to getting it repaired. So typically whenever you deal with customers or just people in general that have issues, you never really want to give them options that require money unless they have no choice. So in this particular situation here, because you have wireless charging, you want to give them that out, because if it may have wireless charging, they may already have one, and they can put it on the wireless charger to see if it charges, and that may actually help them with that particular issue. Alrighty, so that is for Tempest Returns. I hope that helps, bro. Close that out. And I thought that this was going to be another one of those, hey, I need help putting batteries in my remote. And I was like, well, how am I supposed to help you put batteries in your remote over the phone or just reading, a chat? But it's not. So here goes the next one. Okay, this is from Dracliff88. Please help me with my drive and removing Windows in a backward way. If you have more zone, that you should try it. If you don't, you should try it. If you have more zone? If you have more zone, that you should try. Zone? I'm not sure what you mean by zone, but yeah, if there's other games, or if you want me to suggest games, I can just add them, and then on the next stream, I do this every night, so on the next stream, I'll just play those instead. But let's go ahead and do this one here. So please help me with my drive and removing Windows in a backward way. So I have changed some settings and a while back that ruined my updating and stuff like that. Wasn't able to figure out how to turn it back on as I forgot the settings. So I bought an external hard drive adapter and wiped the drive. Well, to my surprise, something from Windows was still somewhere on there, and now it isn't letting me use the Windows creation tool. I need a way to completely remove from my system without using Windows in any way, because it won't work for me. I really don't want to have to scrap my old drive. Okay, so essentially he tried to erase his drive and create a new partition, but there's already a partition that's there and it won't go away. So typically what you do in these kind of situations in order to get rid of that partition is you have what's called a USB to SATA, and a USB to SATA allows you to plug in a SATA port into the hard drive and plug it into the USB 3 port. This allows you to then basically connect it to another computer. And then once you're on that computer, you can then wipe the drive. So you can also wipe the drive technically from Windows, but Windows isn't great at it. So in this particular situation, I would suggest you could use a USB to SATA to plug drive into another PC without another PC, the option you say zone. Warzone. Yes, I play Warzone. Oh my god, yes. The next round, I'll do Warzone. Yeah, I play Warzone. You're about to find out. If you didn't know, you know now. I totally play Warzone. Well, I don't play like Warzone. I play Shipment, or just like regular multiplayer. Like I haven't actually gotten into Warzone yet, and I don't want to just like get into Warzone and just get like smashed because I don't know where I'm going. But I play Call of Duty, yes. Uh, without another PC, the option you could use a USB to SATA to plug the drive into another PC. Without another PC, there are cloning drives that could also wipe the drive. The problem is they are more than likely the same price as buying a new drive. Help me with my driver removing Windows in a backward way. I would try to erase during the Windows install. It has an option to wipe the drive. Try that one out and see if it works. So with that one there, yeah, just giving them a lot of options. You don't want to give them options that are more expensive than the drive that he's referring to, right? Because there's a really good, strong possibility this man may be talking about a hard drive. And if he is, then a hard drive is only about $40. So your options for him can't be more than $40. He doesn't want to get rid of his hard drive, so he doesn't want to spend $40. So you telling him to buy some cloning drive that's $120 won't help him. It will only piss him off. So that's how you handle this kind of a situation. So hope that helps, Dracliff. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. All righty, this is from EL Monkey 42. Oh, is this like I know what that is, but we'll just leave it at that. EL Monkey 420. My PC works fine until I've used it a few hours and it starts to crash. Programs, games, etc. Please help. push 41. It's a gun. Try the push 41. Oh, SMG. Yeah, there's a few SMGs that I have. Was it? Is the Fennec SMG? I feel like it is. No, it's an assault rifle, I think. There's a few SMGs that I have that I play with. You'll see in my loadouts. It's like the second one that I choose, especially for shipment, because everybody's so close. I typically do like going with SMGs because everybody else has SMGs, but yeah, I run between the Fennec, and there's a few others that I like. The RPK is kind of interesting, even though it's a light machine gun. So there's a few. We'll get into it. So my PC works fine until I've used it for a few hours and it starts to crash programs, games, etc. Please help. So the PC works fine the whole day, and every night it starts to be unusable to play on. As soon as I start a game, the game crashes along with other programs. When I don't play games, the PC works just like normal. Okay. So he says games as if games are plural. So he's tried other games. That makes me think that he may have an issue with just his graphics. But at the same time, if he was having an issue with his graphics, YouTube would have a problem. So the game crashes along with other programs, but when I don't play games, there's not enough information to answer this question here, because he doesn't tell you, like, what kind of error does he get? What kind of games does he play? What kind of system does he play it on? So and by system, I mean Steam versus battle.net, so on and so forth. So it works fine the whole day, and every night it becomes unusable to play on. As soon as I start a game, the game crashes along with other programs. Along with other programs. Oh, he may have a memory issue. Okay, and the reason why I came to that conclusion, so if other programs go along with it, and the fact that he doesn't have a problem when he's not doing anything makes me think that he may have a problem with his video memory. So basically his graphics card has a certain amount of memory, and typically things that you do on a normal basis, like watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, that doesn't utilize a whole lot of video memory. However, when you play a video game, it does. So, and on top of that, it crashes everything. So I'm thinking that he may just have an issue with his graphics card's video memory. So My guess is that you are having an issue with your video memory. It would explain why your system is fine until you start playing video games. Video memory or system memory. Why are you playing video games? But in reality, we need a bit more info, like what games are you playing and what error does it give you? Comment. There we go. All right, we rolling. What time is it? 8:05. We went over on that game that I just got smoked in. So so we'll do one more and then we'll go to the next game. It's the Warzone 2.0. I even have a button for it. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing I don't like about that name with the Warzone. It says Warzone, but I just actually played a regular game. But most people who play the game, some people play Warzone, some people play Shipment, some people play the campaign, some people play this, some people play that. Not everybody plays Warzone, but they just call it Warzone. So when I say it, I don't want people to think that I'm actually good at Warzone. I've never played actual Warzone. I just play all the games within it that aren't Warzone. Like I play Headquarters. Like it's not Warzone, but I don't want to give people the wrong idea that I actually know how to play a Warzone and then get in there and get smoked. So that's the way I go about saying it. Alrighty, L Monkey 420. There you go. Alrighty, cool. We'll do this last one here and then we'll do a break. So yeah, this will probably take that amount of time. So this is from Casey Brunette. Casey Brunette writes, HP Pavilion 23B010, too slow to use. Can I upgrade the motherboard / CPU? So the title says looking to do a bit of upgrading to an HP 23B010 all-in-one PC. We got it from a friend and thought it would be a nice internet PC for the kids. But dang, if the CPU isn't so bad, it makes the entire machine unusable. AMD E2 1800 1.6 gig dual core. Yeah, that's pretty slow. Looked into it, the CPU is soldered onto the motherboard, correct. So it can't just be swapped. I have soldering experience, but I have no idea if it's even possible to swap the CPU alone. Now I am wondering if the motherboard is swappable with an upgradable type. I would need much more power, just something that doesn't run at 40 to 60% at idle on a fresh Windows install, LOL. No, you can't because you don't have a motherboard. So basically, typically when it comes to HP Pavilion all-in-ones, okay, so HP Pavilion all-in-one is like a 23-inch panel with like a tilting thing to basically make it like sit on your desk, but it basically is a giant screen. And those guys typically have custom PCBs. In other words, their motherboards are custom, so is their CPU. Well, the CPU isn't custom, it's just that it's soldered onto the motherboard and you can't take that guy off. So in order for you to actually upgrade it, you would have to upgrade the motherboard too, which is impossible on that guy. So yeah, in this particular situation, I would say, because it's an all-in-one PC, well, let me make sure that you are talking about exactly what I think you're talking about. I'm pretty sure he's talking about an all-in-one. Or she's talking about, yeah. Okay, yeah, yes, all-in-one. So, is it an all-in-one? Yes, it is. Okay, because you're talking about an all-in-one PC, those guys are not upgradable. So, because you are talking about a all-in-one and an all-in-one PC, those guys, unfortunately, are not upgradable. This is because the motherboard is custom. There we go. That should answer them. That was actually pretty quick. All right, cool. So we'll take another intermission. Where we at on time? Yeah, 8:08. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. So we'll take a quick intermission and then we'll get back to it. How many we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what is that? 6 and 5. So 2 and 2. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. So we're good on time. So let's go ahead and fire it up. Yeah. The push 41. It's a gun. 41. I'm still trying to remember what gun that is. Like I tried to. Okay, so when it had the double experience weekend, right? I tried to go through and upgrade all the guns that I cared about, which is like pistols, like akimbo pistols. I wanted a pair of akimbo pistols, and I wanted a few other things, right? Why are you taking forever? So I upgraded the pistols. I upgraded, like I maxed out all my assault rifles. So literally every assault rifle class I have maxed out, and I maxed out a few shotguns and a few SMGs. And that the reconnect. And that was pretty much all I did. And now I just play shipment now because it's so much easier to upgrade weapons. Like I used to have a problem just trying to, because like I play, I do stupid stuff. I play with like riot shields and whatnot. So I wanted a weapon that I could switch off of that was relatively quick when I was running the riot shield. And so I was trying to upgrade those pistols, but it takes forever to upgrade pistols because you got to kill people and they sit here with like the best weapon in the game, and you sit here trying to shoot them with a pistol, and they just one shot you and just walk over your grave. And so I've been trying to figure out a better way around it, but I'm getting there. It's been difficult trying to upgrade weapons without shipment, but now that shipment's out, it's not so bad. Okay, let's see how quickly this game loads this time. I checked it earlier to make sure it doesn't have any updates. The way this game has been having problems, it's been interesting, to say the least. Okay. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, that's right, my headset. I'm just glad I can at least hear some of the sounds. There we go. All right, so time to show you how terrible I am. All right, let's do this. There we go. All right, cool. So like the Warzone beta, I haven't actually tried that. What I do, so I come in here and I do like, it used to be just called shipment, but I just do this right here and just call it a day. And let's see, what weapon was he talking about? Oh yeah, okay. So it's this right here is what I play with, which is a mini back. Hugh said something with a 14. PDS. I'm not sure you're doing that. Not suggest the Desert Eagle. Oh yeah. Okay. I like the Desert Eagle, but my problem with the Desert Eagle is okay. So here's the way about play style, right? I run with a riot shield and I have knives, and so I just, if they get too close or if they do something stupid or if they reach for a nade or something like that, I chunk the knife at them. If I go Desert Eagle, I will try to switch out to that weapon before I switch out to a knife, but the knife is quicker and I will die. That's my problem with the Desert Eagle. So I always switched out to a weapon that can stand its own ground. In other words, I can run with it. And a Desert Eagle is very good at one-shotting people if they're really, really close. But at that point, you should have used the knife at that point. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of a weird thing, because to switch out to a gun and shoot before they can shoot you is very hard to do. You can barely put off your gun before they shoot you in the face. But yeah, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and play a few rounds here. I don't think I have anything that needs to be leveled. I was actually playing pretty well with attack B, even though it only has like 20 bullets. But, okay, let's try one. Okay, let me get some water. Ooh, it has been a long morning or evening. I'm just glad I'm not freezing like I was earlier. What is that? Okay. I'm sorry. I usually, like, I want to, because I think that, you know, like, listening to chat will be kind of interesting to, like, a channel, but usually it's just somebody just saying random stuff in the chat, and it's really annoying, and I just don't want to let that be what my chat is, what my channel is about, is just some people saying random stuff in chat when I'm trying to help people with support videos and stuff like that, so you don't want, like, cursing and stuff. So I don't know how I feel about it. I hate team deathmatch on this map. What's your other weapon? Oh god, no. Yeah, that's not gonna work at all.
Team deathmatch.
That was stupid. Oh. Let me pay attention. I'm just getting murdered. Okay. Really?
Changing mags. Stun grenade out! I'm red on ammo. Enemy down.
Oh, wow. Okay. Actually, that wasn't terrible, but I should have never took that fight. I should have never took that fight either.
An enemy has fallen. Go, you're loaded.
Ow. Yo, get off my home.
Target reloading.
Why would you just take that fight? You just gonna die. Do something! Hey! It did something! Oh. Always that dude sitting on the ground, not doing anything. Oh! Like Prince just coming out of the smoke. If you're doing that, you just... Oh, okay, gotcha. Why does it show that? Oh, somebody's... Yo! How you just gonna let him walk to me like that?
Friendly sentry online.
Yo, that was a sentry?
Check fire!
What the heck? I don't know why I decided to get in front of the dude with the freaking wire shield. Like I don't know better. Let's actually try this properly. Okay. Get UAV, die. Ow.
I'm red on ammo.
Stop that. Camping is really annoying. Yes. Now we're doing something. Detail? Good lord. I don't know why I even went outside and died. Is there something in here? Yes, I should have hit, but you died so quickly. I didn't see it. It's only take bullets. Yep. Okay. Ow. Of course they spawn behind me. Yeah, I don't actually know how to slide. I only know how to... I don't know why. It's like one of those new features of the game that I'm just not good at. He was doing all that work just so he can knife him in the back. You blink and somebody's behind you. Like, why would you even? Okay, just whatever. Just whatever. I'm just. This is sad. This is sad. Call it what it is. It's sad. Oh God. Oh God. You too. No. Ah. Dang. Ah, God. Why would you why would you use your gun like that? That's so stupid. I want to put a cluster on it. Come back. No. Oh. Oh no, I don't like that. That was so worth it. Something that would help out you better is when we yeah, the territory slide. I gotta learn how to do a slide. I think it's like B or something, I don't know. And I got the last kill. Worth it. That actually wasn't so bad. And first! For a guy who doesn't play, it's not too bad. First-ish. KD was alright. Whole lot of me blowing myself up, really. Do I actually have any experience? No, I don't. What time is it? Okay, I got room for one more game. We'll do one more, and then once it hits 8:30, then we'll do another till 9, and then one game, and then we'll finish. Okay. Alright, let's try not to look terrible. Ooh, battle rifles. I don't even like thermite. Oh my goodness, I hate thermite. Like, whenever you have riot shield and they throw thermite on you, it sets you on fire. It's just like, this is nothing you can do. It's faster than, like, you trying to hit them with a knife. They'll hit you with thermite and it's over. And it's just, ugh. Annoying. I'm gonna have like 1 million kills here. Let's try this light machine gun here. This should be interesting. Either I have 1 million kills or I have 1 million deaths, but something's gonna happen.
Domination.
Oh.
Securing Alpha.
I don't know why I would switch off.
We are taking Alpha.
Oh my God, why would I do that? That's how you jump. Okay, this isn't gonna work. Okay, we'll try one. You're getting destroyed. What? Okay, come on now. Nobody can help me? Really? I should never die. Hey, give me that. You think I need to reload? You know what this light machine gun is? There's no reloading here, sir. Ah, I was trying to put it on C. Oh, I can do it now. Yeah, get wrecked.
Enemy is taking Bravo.
Oh, this is so on. I'm not letting go. Oh no! That was the wrong time to run out of ammo, man. No. No. You're just sturdy as hell with the light machine gun.
Securing objective Charlie.
Ah, that was so stupid. You don't run and gun with it. You just kind of shoot people in the face, really. Why would you run? Why would you run? Through a tunnel.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Oh, behind me. Stupid, stupid. Silly boy, silly boy.
Friendly UAV on station.
They're really not trying to move, are they? Help me! Help me! Nope, nope, nope. Oh! Get wrecked!
Enemy is securing Bravo.
Ah! Oh, right into his face. That was stupid.
In the AO.
Ow. Oh, he has this.
Our UAV is in the area.
Ugh. Come on. This thing has so much ammo. There it is. We lost A, B, C. No. Only gun where like you could shoot and you could just go. You don't have to hold.
We hold all objectives.
Okay.
Keep them secure. You're halfway.
No. No. I don't know why I'm running through here. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Why would you do that wide out in the open like that?
Friendly UAV online.
Silly boy, silly boy.
Enemy care package incoming.
Securing Bravo. What?
Enemy is taking Bravo.
No, they're not. Just running through Bravo. Like they doing something. Ah! This is what you get for running and gunning trying to find them. You know, doggone well, you can't do that. Okay, I'll stop. Just stop hitting me.
Copy. UAV orbiting the base. Every gun is online.
Does it look like somebody?
In the area.
Oh,
Enemy is securing Bravo.
terrible. How trash is that? It's pretty trash. There's just so many people. Can't even. How? try this again. Everybody just sitting in one spot. It's great. Ah! Wow. Well played, sir. Well played.
Enemy is taking cover. Friendly airstrike in the AO.
Ow.
They're losing Bravo.
Oh, that's where I saw him.
UAV online. Found.
Oh, I thought he was out of ammo. That's so bad. Yeah, that's worse.
Bravo.
Ah,
We're losing.
if you had just gotten your gun up, you would have mowed down the whole team.
Our UAV is losing.
Dang it. Hate when you drop like terrible.
Enemy is securing Bravo.
Okay. Okay. Let me stop playing it like a.
Enemy close.
No.
UAV online.
Ah, so bad. So bad.
Hostile launching cruise missile.
Okay. Well, not terrible.
Mission is complete. Good
Not
work.
terrible, but bad. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I like playing a light machine gun because I like being kind of sturdy. And I have that loadout, but it's terrible here. But when you pre-fire, you're good. But when you start turning it into a running gun, knowing darn well you're not, you'll get destroyed. But that's not so bad. Fun times. All right, let's do. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready. Did I just talk? Okay. Did I make sure? I guess I'll go back over the video. Hopefully I didn't mess it up. I was making sure that whenever I was playing that other game, I switched back to the right one. I don't think I did, but I guess I'll find out in post. Alrighty, give me 1 second here. We can get to the next one. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. So, alrighty. So this one here is from White Phantom 7777. That man is really lucky. White Phantom writes, PC won't post with new CPU. I recently received a replacement Ryzen 5600 after I sent in my previous one for AMD RMA. I did this because my MSI B550M VC Wi-Fi was showing a CPU error on the debug LEDs. I installed the new CPU and also got the same CPU error. I used working RAM and a PSU from my previous system. I have tried resetting the CMOS and flashing the BIOS, but it shows you a CPU error. Okay, well, if you try to RMA one, okay. The unfortunate thing is I don't know if there's any options here that won't involve money, because you got to think about it. So this man here has already, he has a CPU and a motherboard, right? So his motherboard was giving him an error saying that he was having problems with his CPU. So he RMA'd his CPU and now he has the CPU back, but he has the exact same error. So that usually means that you have an issue with either the motherboard or the memory. But at that particular point in time, you know, it's like, okay, well, you can try to replace the motherboard and see if that helps, or you can try to replace the memory, but both of those are hardware related, so they're all going to cost a little bit. So unfortunately, with this particular situation, regardless of if it's motherboard or memory, it's going to cost a little bit. So I would say if that's the case and it gives you the exact same error, then it may be that the motherboard is the one that's causing the issue, the socket. Then if that's the case, then you may want to go ahead and replace it. And if you do, and you don't have that error, then that means that you have a motherboard issue. If you do have that error, then you may have a memory issue because it followed you. Okay, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be likely that it's the PSU. Generally, PSU presents itself later on. And if it doesn't have power, it won't turn on in the first place. So I don't think it's going to be PSU. I think it's either going to be motherboard or memory in this situation. But I'm highly more idealistic to it being motherboard. So for this one here, I would say try a new motherboard out and keep the receipt. If it gives you the same error with a new motherboard, then it's RAM, as it's the only one that has followed. It's followed you from each build. If it works fine, then you have a bad motherboard. If it works fine, you have a bad motherboard. PSU seems unlikely to be the issue. Okay. That was an easy one. A lot of these have been kind of easy today. Maybe because it's getting close to the holidays, nobody has a whole lot of questions. Alrighty, cool. So let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Lost Entrepreneur 439. Hey, I like that name. Writes, my family wants to get the photos of my deceased aunt's phone. However, there's a passcode on it. Can the photos be recovered? Last week, my aunt passed away. I'm sorry for your loss. And now my cousin wants to recover the photos and videos from her phone. However, none of us know the password. Is there any way we can recover the photos without knowing the passcode? I'm not exactly sure what the phone it is. However, I kind of remember what the phone's camera arrangement looked like. And because of that, I'm pretty sure it's a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra or a Galaxy S22 Ultra. Yes, you can. Probably not, but you might be able to take it to the Samsung store or whichever cell phone company that you're associated with. But you got to think about it like this, right? So it's an S21, right? So that means it's USB-C. You plug in the USB-C and it should show you the drive. So maybe you can try to plug it into your computer, but it's a pretty good shot that even if you plug it into your computer, it won't actually show the drive until you unlock the phone. So I don't know if you can get around it that way. Then I was thinking, okay, well, maybe if you try to do a restore, well, if you try to do a restore on the phone, then it may wipe the contents. So yeah, there is a way of going about it. I'm pretty sure there's some type of a debug way in order to get into it, in order to fix it, because plenty of people lock out their phones all the time. So there's got to be a way to actually get into it by basically, you know, date of birth or email address or something along those lines. So what I would do in this particular situation is I would just take it to the carrier and let them work on it, because typically whenever you have these kind of situations, it's usually free. So I would say to just take it to one of the providers and let them deal with it, because it's going to be kind of difficult. You can try, like, if you don't feel like going, or if it's cold or frozen, or you're in snow like I am currently, even though it's like Texas, I would say try USB-C to USB to see if that actually opens a folder, and in that folder you should be able to find the pictures. But if not, then your best bet is just going to be taking it to them. They'll do it for free, and they should be able to get that off even without the passcode. There may be some type of recovery procedure, but it's different for every phone, so I don't know it off the top of my head. But there's got to be a recovery procedure, because people lose their passcode all the time. So with this one here, okay. So with this one here, you can try to plug it into your PC, but it may not show the pictures folder without unlocking it. You can also take it back to the provider. They should be able to access them able to look into it for free. Be able to look into it for free. Generally, most phones have a debug feature that lets you get into it in the event you forget your passcode. Hope that helps. Smiley face. Smiley face. Can't even do a smiley face. Every when I try to do a smiley face, it turns into a frown. All right. Alrighty, Lost Entrepreneur. Hope that helps. Make sure we are good there. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Best way to digitally sign documents, PDFs, Microsoft Office, open document format. Okay, and this is from Sigma Noise. Sigma Noise writes, I hope this is a good sub for this post. I'm looking for a way to improve our document control. I want a way to digitally sign various documents like PDFs, Excel, Word, and similar files for LibreOffice, files in ODF format. Our office uses a mix of Windows and Linux systems. My goal is to digitally sign documents that are complete and approved by other internal processes. The signature should be noticeable or at least easily verifiable by the person viewing the file. I did some Googling and it looks like DigiCert might be able to help, but I want to confirm with the Reddit hive mind to verify and or learn better options. Yes, DigiCert is a way of basically creating certificates between different applications and files in order for them to be digitally signed. That was one way of going about it. What I was actually thinking of was Adobe Acrobat and signing them that way. So basically you open up the PDF in Adobe Acrobat and then you can sign it there is what I was thinking. I was thinking that, maybe you want to get like a writing pad and have it plugged into your computer and use that to actually sign the actual documents in Adobe Acrobat. That's typically what I do because Adobe Acrobat also works on things like iPads and tablets. So basically, you just install the Adobe Acrobat program on them and then you can just sign directly on your iPad and tablet and it'll be a verifiable signature. But if you're talking about doing the digital way, then yeah, a digital certificate would probably be another way that would actually have your signature on it. So there's a couple different ways to go about it. Certificates is one if you're trying to do something that's more online based. But if you want to do something more physical, then I would recommend Adobe Acrobat. So I was thinking more like Adobe Acrobat, as it also has tablet support, allowing you to sign your signature from most devices. But DigiCert would be an option as well. Okay. Do that. Let's try a dumb question. Acrobat. Yeah. that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, Adobe Acrobat is pretty sweet. So and you can also do email signatures and all type of signatures with Adobe Acrobat. It's very open when it comes to that kind of a feature. That's pretty much what I use it for. That's the main thing I use it Adobe Acrobat for. Alrighty, hope that helps. All right, cool. So this one is from Sprout of Doubt. Sprout of Doubt writes, C drive is full, but I can't delete any more files. I've run disk cleanup on multiple occasions, kind of unsure what to do as the functionality of my PC is going down fast. I use Windows. Any suggestions are greatly appreciated. I have a run disk cleanup on multiple occasions. C drive is full, but I can't delete any more files. Well, what did it tell you whenever you try to delete? I'm sorry that I can't even undo that, but it's fine. There is a few options. It's called was it PS Tree? No, PS Tree is PS space dash aux. That's Linux. But yes, there is a tree program like this. The person right below me says that allows you to actually see the directories that are full. So I would recommend any application that allows you to see the folders that are full, like tree size. Then delete those applications as well as deleting them from the recycle bin. Deleting them from the recycle bin. Does it give you an error when you try to delete? All right, that's how we go on that one. So with this one here, you know, I'm thinking originally when he said that, I was thinking that he's pressing delete, but he's not deleting it from the recycle bin, so it actually stays there. So the actual disk utilization doesn't go down because it's sitting in the recycle bin. So that's what I was originally thinking. So I'm gonna stick with that. And also, he can actually see with tree size exactly where he has the most of his information. More than likely, it's like C or downloads or his temp file. So depending on what he says, we would have to go from there. But that's what I think on this particular issue for Sprout of Doubt. I hope that helps. Alrighty, here, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Make sure we don't have anybody asking questions. I know it looks like we're good. Okay. All right, I gotta get ready for this one. Good Lord. I like how his name says sounds like a lot and his post sounds like a lot. So it's like a double entendre. Okay, cool. Give me 1 second. Let me get ready. That's a lot of reading. And I gotta get my voice ready. Okay. Sounds like a lot says, my work's IT is stumped. Hello, I'm having a really strange issue with monitor resolution. Here's the setup. 2 Dell 27-inch 1440p monitors with HDMI input, 2 new HDMI to mini display cables rated for up to 4K, plugged into an AMD FirePro W9100. This man has a workstation. Whichever monitor I plug in first detects 2560 by 1440, but the second only detects 2048 by 1080. I've switched back and forth many times and I can't get either monitor to produce the problem. It's just whichever gets plugged in second. Now, here's where it gets weird. I tried this on a second computer with a different GPU and different cords, HDMI to display this time, in different cords, and got the exact same result, which led me to think that it must be an issue with the monitors themselves. My work's IT remoted in and could not fix the problem. He did try to force overriding the second monitor to 1440p. When he does this, the monitor goes black and says no input detected. Correct. Any ideas or of anything else I could try? I've even plugged them into different wall outlets and our IT is totally stumped. This could be someone with a similar issue. The second monitor detects a DVI input even though it is an HDMI cord. Okay, let me go here and take a look. Okay. All right. So let's think about his issue. Okay. So he has 2 monitors and then he has HDMI to mini display cables rated for up to 4K plugged into an AMD FirePro. Okay. So when it plugs the first one in, he gets 2560 by 1440, but when he plugs the second one in, it jumps down to 1080 even though it's just a second monitor. Okay, but he also says that he tried to force overriding the second monitor. No. Now here's where it gets weird. I tried this on a second computer with a different GPU and different cords. Okay, so he tried a different computer, different GPU, and different cords and got the same exact result, which leads me to think it must be an issue with the monitors themselves. But how would... Okay. Okay, I used to run into this situation a lot when I used to work with radiologists, and they used to have these monitors that they would dictate on that were like super expensive monitors, but basically it allows them to see X-rays and CT scans, stuff like that. And basically you would have to hook them up into AMD FirePro cards, or it could also be Quadro cards in order for them to dictate and stuff like that. And I would run into problems with the resolution changing on those. Typically, whenever I see that happening, the first thing I would think of is a driver issue. Now, what's interesting is he said he tried with a different graphics card and a different computer entirely and different cables, and he got the exact same result, which makes me think that, yeah, you're right. It may be a monitor issue with this particular situation. However, what I would try personally, he said he tried different cables, but they've always been the same. So this is what I would try with this particular situation. He said HDMI to display port this time. In this situation, okay, you notice this a lot with the MacBook, not the M1, but the one before it, the one that had the Intel chip. It would do this a lot. If you plugged in a device that was display and then plugged in a second device, it could nerf the resolution. So with this one here, I would say do the exact same thing you would do as if it was a dock. For example, display for the first one, and then 2 new HDMI to mini display. Oh, okay. So the Fire Pro W9100 is mini display. It's mini display. He has never used display to mini display, has he? He has not. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay. For this one, I think you are having a cable conversion issue. The cables you are testing are never really the correct ones for this situation. I would say try display to mini display on the Fire Pro GPU. The Fire Pro GPU, if I'm not mistaken, this particular model here has all 4 mini display ports. It doesn't have anything else but mini display. Yeah. Yeah, that guy has nothing but mini display ports. So that's the reason why he has all of these HDMI to mini display or display to mini display. I don't think he's ever said display to mini display. He says HDMI to mini display, and he says he plugged them into the HDMI input. But I would say go display to mini display on the Fire Pro GPU and see what happens. Or alternate, having one in display to mini display and another in HDMI to mini display. Hope that helps. There was a comment below talking about power. I don't know if it can be power, because here's the thing, these monitors don't know about each other, right? So if you plug in one and then plug in the other, and the resolution of the second one is always trash compared to the first one, it's hard for you to then say, okay, it's a power issue, because it doesn't matter which one you do first. If they both stayed on, it's whichever one you connect into the computer first, but there's no power transferring on a display port. Not in that way. Not so yeah, on this one here, I just don't think that it would be power. I think that it may have more to do with the way he's hooking them up, because that guy there is mini display all day long. Now, you might want to say, okay, but what about his other issue with his other graphics card and him not having a problem? I don't know what kind of graphics card he has, but his other graphics card may have a similar situation where it's all mini display ports. So if it's all mini display ports, he may just be literally moving his issue to another computer, but he hasn't addressed the real thing. And the real thing being, stop using HDMI to mini display on a Fire Pro. Because when you do that, you lose resolution. You want to stay display to mini display, or you have a higher probability of losing resolution. I want to say it that way. Your best way to go about this particular situation is to go display to mini display multiple times over. That's usually the best way to make sure you get that one-to-one transfer between display to mini display for Fire Pro. I would say that if you are in a radiology office, I would say that if you're in a doctor's office, I would say that if you're a customer or if you're in commercial, it doesn't really matter. The result is the same. I would always go display to mini display. I would never go HDMI if you were using a Fire Pro. So let's leave it at that. Alrighty, I hope that helps. Who's that? Sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot. Sounds like a man. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll do one more and then we will break. And I don't even know what kind of game I'm gonna play, but we'll see. Hi, hey Roblox player 9898. I'm glad that I can actually see these while people are actually in the chat. Hopefully you actually saw me say hi. I tried to change the latency so I can actually reply to people quick enough, but some people don't get in and they'll say hi and he's like, oh, this motherfucker's not responding, and they'll just bounce. It's like, I haven't even had a chance to look over there to see it yet, and by the time I look over to see it, they long gone. So hi. Hopefully I got to the hi before you left. But how's it going, bro? How's your day going? Alrighty, this is from Johnster_1988. Johnster writes, I have DVI ports and adapted them to HDMI and hooked up to the monitor. My Dell desktop has hooked up to my monitor, but I'm getting no signal from the desktop to the monitor. Need help here. My Dell desktop. Okay. Yes, I get that his wording and his question is a little bit broken, but let's see if we can pick it apart. My Dell desktop was hooked up to my monitor, but I'm getting no signal from the desktop to the monitor, need help. And he's trying DVI and adapted them to HDMI. Okay, here's the thing with DVI to HDMI. So basically, back when HDMI was 1080p and barely 4K, you can also do DVI. And DVI had the ability to be 1080p and I think like 2K. And I don't think it actually got any further than that. But typically, depending on the DVI to HDMI adapter, it can actually lower the resolution or not work at all, because maybe it's a possibility that that monitor really wants 4K and that DVI port is not giving you 4K and it's not going to show anything less than 4K. So for this particular situation here, I would say you would want to get, okay. The reason why I hesitated is because he said Dell. So it's a pretty good chance that he may have an older monitor that only has DVI. He just has a TV that only supports HDMI. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. This is how you play this. This is how you play this. This is how you play this. All right. If his system is older, there is a high probability if he has HDMI, it also has a VGA port. He is more successful going DVI to VGA than he would be going DVI to HDMI. That's what I would suggest. So I would say in this scenario, it would be ideal to go HDMI to your Dell desktop. However, if it doesn't have a HDMI port, then I would try DVI to VGA adapter instead, hoping that the monitor has a VGA port. This conversion is far easier than DVI to HDMI. Also, it could just be a bad DVI to HDMI adapter. All right. See, I played that. I played it that way because it's like, okay, DVI to HDMI adapters throughout the years have always been iffy. Okay, because as HDMI standards were growing, DVI kind of remained the same, right? It always had either that one with the slit or the one with the slit and the 4 dots in the middle. That's pretty much it. So it pretty much just had those two transfers. So a lot of times when people have a DVI to HDMI conversion adapter, it may be the one with the slit or it may be the one with the 4 dots in it. So depending on which one it is, it may not actually transfer to HDMI properly, or it may transfer to an input that the monitor doesn't recognize. And if it does that and the monitor only recognizes like 4K and 1080p, you may be a problem. But at the same time, I just told him to try DVI to VGA, and that's going to be like 720p. So it really kind of depends on what kind of monitor he has, but that's a good way to go about it, and that's a good way to troubleshoot this issue when you don't have enough information. So I would go that route with it and just give him a few options and just kind of see where he goes from there, because nobody was really replying, so hopefully that helps. Alrighty, Johnster, I really hope that helps. What is the oldest GeForce graphics card that can run modern games? The oldest? Or the best deal? Okay, if you're going to ask me oldest, then I would say 980. I would say a 980, 970, 960, 570 even may be able to run most games depending on what resolution you play. I mean, if you play for like 1080p, like my GTX 570 2.5 gig when I had it. Oh, I love that card. It was so great. It was 2.5 gig and it can run 1080p 60 frames per second even today. So I mean, if you got a GTX 570, and we're talking, what is that, like 11 years ago, 12 years ago? No, it could have been 11 years ago. Was it 11 years ago? Okay, I'm old, so maybe a decade ago. So GTX 570 may even be able to do it. But I would say the most modern games, so like if you're talking about like a Cyberpunk, or if we're talking about a Red Dead Redemption, Senua's Sacrifice, Modern Warfare, Battlefield, stuff like that, then I would keep it to the 9s and 10s. So I would say like a 1060 would probably be the sweet spot. So if you can find a 1060 for cheap, then that's the way I would go about it. Hi, I I like your name. It's very simple and easy to pronounce, not like some of these names on Reddit. But yes, to answer your question, I would say it doesn't really matter which one is the oldest. I would say that which one you can find that's a pretty good deal, and that would be the GTX 1060. The 1060 will be able to give you 1080p at 60 frames per second no matter which game you play. Now, to be fair, there are processors that give you the speed of a 1060. So if you have like a 5600G, you might be able to play that bad boy without a graphics card. So take that into consideration. Depending on if you have plans on buying a new CPU, you can buy a CPU that does have graphics and it will give you the same kind of power as that of a GTX 1060 because technology updating. So, you know, you got two options there, but that's what I would say. I would say go with the 1060, even though things like a 570, 580 would actually still work with games today. So, you know, a couple different ways to play that. Good question. Alrighty, I think we are at our 3 hours. Yeah, 9 o'clock. Okay, cool. So new game. So we tried. We did COD. That was awful. It was all right. Okay, I have Overwatch. I have Lost Ark. I have Genshin Impact. Let's do Overwatch. I think everybody likes shooters. It's a shooter day. Why not? Let's do Overwatch. Let me see here. Overwatch. Alrighty, let that start up here. And let me get something to drink here and we can be ready to go here in a second. Oh my god, I got so worried, you guys. Oh, I was so worried. Did it just switch on me? Let me think about this. Was I on? That was so weird. What just happened? Overwatch should have been over here, but it... Okay, did it just switch on me? I really hope that was set up right. If not, that's a lot of editing that I'm gonna have to go back and do, but whatever, I'll live. But okay, whatever. We'll just go ahead and play. Now, the thing about Overwatch with me is that for some reason, every other game I play on controller. Overwatch is the only exception. Even MMOs, I play with controller. Overwatch is that only game that I would still play with mouse and keyboard for some reason, because I just got used to it and now it's kind of my thing. So it's like, you might as well at this point in stage in my life. This stage in my life, I can't change. I'm too old. So now we have to play with mouse and keyboard now that I've gotten used to it. So it also prevents me from playing like on PS4 or like Xbox or something like that, because I've already gotten used to mouse and keyboard and I'm not hooking a mouse and keyboard up to my PS5. It's just too much work. I'm lazy at that point. Moira. I'm a Moira main, by the way, so this is about to be a rout, hopefully. I say that and then mess around and get stomped, but no. I'm really good with Moira. So we'll see what happens. I like the new character Kiriko, but I never play him. So the reason why I never play Kiriko is because most people play Kiriko are looking to basically debuff and do damage. They're rarely ever looking to do a whole lot of healing. So me playing Moira is the perfect combo to them. Whereas like if I was an Ana main, then I would learn Kiriko because Ana would go with Moira or Kiriko would go with Moira. But Moira, if I switch to Kiriko and the other person switches to like Lucio, we may not have enough heals. You see what I'm saying? So I like to play it that way. I can't hear anything. Not that I really want to hear anybody talking. There we go. Ooh, a Christmas tree. It's so pretty. Kinda. It's iffy. It's questionable. Questionable. We'll go with that. Hey, Tank, you going? No? Okay. I'll just go. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got this, you guys. Don't worry about it. I totally won't die. Oh god, it's Orisa against Iran. This is gonna be very, very bad. I would have saw Orisa and immediately switched to ooh, never mind. Come here. Give me that. Gee, you about to have a real bad time. Hey, this may expire, yo. Yo. Oh, you lucky. You lucky I didn't take your head off. No. Ah, she ran. I thought she was gonna go for that too. But she went for the heal pack. Whatever. Really, Reaper? Really? Really, Reaper? That's what we doing today? I'm not letting you go. Okay, I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. Help, help, help. I should have just hit. That was so stupid. And I made Ryan lose all his shield. That was so dumb. I know better than that. I'm sorry. Oh. Yo, this May is fire, yo. Hey, man, just go to the orb. Making me burn all my orbs, man. What's going on? Yo, this May is fire. Where'd she go?
You cannot escape me.
I don't hear her. I wish she would get up here. I wish she would. Run, no, God. No, 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 no. Ron, you gonna fight the Orisa? No? Okay. I'll fight her. Don't worry about it. Hey, hey, let it down. Let it down. May. May. Oh, my God. Man, look at that. I lost all my healing. I lost my ult over and didn't eat. Really? Really? Okay. 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 She gonna get right up out of that. Oh, she ate it. Oh. Oh, man. I thought I was giving you all these kudos and then look what happens. You go and do some stuff like that. You can't wait till that long ass skill get off cooldown? No? Yo, this Ron is really trying to fight this Orisa like that. Oh, thanks. It's kind of weird, but... Yo, he's going for the ult. And he went for the ult. Yo, mate, come back, girl. Okay, we're just... Good job. Okay. Come on. Come on. You gonna go Czar? No? Okay. We're gonna run this. Okay, cool. Oh my God. No, 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 no. May, no! Ow. Come on, we got this. Stop being bad. You must be fighting a Reaper for the he's helping him down. Ah! Oh, we're gonna kill you. Okay, okay, okay. Right in the face. Boy, talk about getting saved, man. Talk about getting saved. Nice. Oh, God. God. Why, John? Why? There's not even a healer that can get around us. This is just... Okay, I'll do this. I'll do this myself. No. Help me. Thank you. Good looking out. Oh, God. Fuck this. You're not going. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I lost a fight against. Are you serious? Okay. That's just sad. That's just sad.
Evolution is a painful path to
This hack is tough, man.
a taste of poison. The payload needs to be moved. Eyes open now.
Bro, I have been hacked every single time I've ulted. It has killed all my heals. Ooh, Diva. That's not bad. Except for the fact, you know, the hack. What you doing? What you gonna do? Diva, make a move, girl. Let's go. Girl, you gonna lose your mech like that. Fight. Ugh. Terrible. I was wondering where he went off to. This is usually where you would tell them that they don't have any healers, but no, because this is quick play. Oh, that was bad. Game test. Do you play Roblox? I don't know. I haven't. I've never tried, but I am willing to try. I'll add it to my list of games to play. Roblox. I've heard about it though. I heard it was pretty good though. But don't do this. Don't do this. You don't have enough people yet. Wait today. I'll come back. Oh yeah, they're back. All right, let's do this. Junk. I swear to God, if you die. Yeah, get it, Junk. I'm gonna kill you. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh God. Then she hacked the health pack too. It's tough, man. It's tough. Because Zen is not hackable. Like even if you hack Zen, I mean he could still get out his orb. Whereas Moira can be truly hacked. It's just whatever. Don't die, you guys. I'm coming. Oh God. No. No. What is good? She really loves that hack, doesn't she? Alright, let's do this, man. I'm so annoyed by these. Go, let's go, girl. Let's do it! You don't have to fight me from me. I'm cool. She's not gonna kill me like that. Come on, let's do this. Where'd she go? No! Stop it! You should watch the videos I make about one of my favorite games on Roblox Jailbreak. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I want to be like every time I do an intermission on troubleshooting videos, I want to be able to switch to a game that that's just different. You know, like I have certain games that I play, but everybody plays those games. So I wanted to try to do a few different games here and there, and make it, you know, different and be new for me and new for the people that are watching and kind of like that. So I don't really have a particular game. I'm just trying to play what I can and see what I like and what I don't like. Earlier in the show, we played what was it called? Kenya, something like that. It's Bridge of Spirits. I don't know, some chick, some little kid who has Pokemon, and she plays her Pokemon with the utmost of her abilities. I don't know. It's just like little Pokemon. It's basically Pikmin if Pikmin was a little girl instead of an astronaut. So basically, that's what it is. Okay, we playing healer again? Okay. I don't want to play Moira again. We'll just do, I'm gonna really get Mercy. Oh, and we're already... Oh, it's just starting. Okay. So we will just do that. Yeah, you get it, Mercy. You tell them who's boss. I like some of the skins, but then I don't like paying money for all of the skins. So that's pretty much how my life goes. It's like... Okay, Overwatch 2 is basically Overwatch 1, but the skins kind of annoy me. So if I'm a Moira main, there's no... Moira never gets skins. So I'm not really... what game is this? This is Overwatch, right? So in Overwatch, Moira is that character I was playing just a second ago, and I never get skins for her because they never make skins for her. So I never have to feel like I need to go for something. But they'll put like one character that I do like playing, like a Roadhog or a Reinhardt, and they'll give them a skin, and I gotta pay like $100 just to get it. Oh no, we're playing. Oh, I thought they were still loading. I'm so sorry. Oh God. My bad. Is that a take? Okay. That's what we doing today? Why would you do that? Why would you take that fight? Now you're gonna get me killed. Oh my God. That was so stupid. That was so stupid. And he's not even fast coming back. So bad. Oh. Really? Really? Yo, this is the time to stop him if we're gonna stop him. Oh no. Do something. Can't heal you, bro. Bad. I don't know why I did this. It was so stupid. Why would you... Bad, man. We're on their spawn. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. The Orisa went out, even though that's now their spawn. So I had to go to protect the Orisa. So I ulted when I didn't need to ult. But I went to ult to protect the Orisa, which is what you're supposed to do as a healer, but it got everybody killed. So it's like, you didn't really gain anything from it. It's just kind of silly. And then you got the Orisa that... Here, let's do this. This will be better. How long have you been making YouTube videos? A long time. Okay. I have this off and on thing with YouTube where I will wow. Did I just get one shot? I'm pretty sure I just got one shot. I have this thing where I would make YouTube videos off and on and never really do very well because I kind of would quit because it's very hard to grow channels nowadays, and the genre that I want to grow, get it girl, oh God, the genre that I want to grow is a genre that is where I actually help people, and so because of that, it's really hard to build something. So it makes me not want to make videos. So it's 10 to 12 years or almost 15 years, but it's kind of like off and on again. So yeah, I've been making videos for a really long time. I started off at Best Buy. I used to do camera support. So I bought my first camera was a oh God, what was it? A Canon T4i, right? So that lets you know how long ago this was. This is what, like 12 years ago, 11 years ago. So my first camera was a Canon T4i, and I used to do support. I used to help people with cameras. Now, here's what's so crazy about it. When I was working at Best Buy, I already had a computer science degree, right? So not only did I knew how to troubleshoot technical issues, they still threw me in the camera section. So I'm like, okay, I would like sneak over to the computer section to help them with computers. And it was like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, I'm helping this customer with this laptop. He was like, oh yeah, but you're supposed to be in the camera section. I was like, man, look, you got one more time to tell me to go to this damn camera section, or I will throw this chair and this laptop at you. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand people telling me what I couldn't troubleshoot. You know what I mean? Like the people who come around looking for cameras, they're never really looking for cameras. They're looking for how to use a camera. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really so much about selling cameras, but they want you to sell cameras. But when you're there, you're really just kind of showing people how to use certain features in cameras. So, but when you're in support and laptops and stuff like that, you are answering questions, you're helping them, you're doing support, you're helping them with laptops, you're doing everything, right? So I always enjoyed that a little bit more, even though my background was originally on cameras whenever I was working at Best Buy years and years and years and years ago. So I don't know, it was just one of those things where I just never really liked that. But because I used to work with cameras so much, I got kind of good at it. So long story short, yeah, man, about a decade or so or more. I can't remember at this point. 9 minutes. Good question. That was fun. Trip down memory lane. Let's play something else. One more character. Hopefully I don't go get kills again. I wanted to try tank and try to do something different. That way you can see a different character. I hate just like picking a character and then picking the same character and then picking the same character. It doesn't, you know, create any type of variety. Game. Yeah, okay, it looks like a fun game to play. Yeah, Overwatch. Overwatch is a pretty fun game to play, but it's Blizzard, right? They're ever since Diablo Immortal, it makes you worry about them a little bit. But who do I want to play this time? I think I played BAP a little bit. I only played them for a second, so we'll play the BAP. It makes you worry for them a little bit because they it's basically give me money. So Diablo give me money, and now Overwatch is kind of like give me money. So I don't know. The more that I play it, the more it's just like, it's kind of hard to really kind of get into it. And I actually rank COD over Overwatch 2 currently because COD is it's easier to get in and get out without spending money. Whereas Overwatch, you get in, get out. Oh, there's this new skin. Oh, hey, you want to try this? Oh, hey, there's a new character, but you can't actually access the character unless you pay for the battle pass. And oh, hey, even though you pay for the battle pass, you have to get it to a certain level in order to get the skin for this character. Oh, and hey, even though you bought the battle pass, it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to get this particular skin for this character unless you spend more money. That's Overwatch. So I can't really recommend it. It's a good game. It's just that its monetization is starting to annoy me. And I guess that's the best way to say it. Bastion, I don't want you over there. You're right out in the open and you're gonna get yourself killed. See, and now you made the Orisa go with you. And now I don't want the Orisa right there. That's a horrible spot. You can get charged from there all the way over here. And see, this is why I don't like. I want you over here. Yo, come back. That's not gonna do anything. That was hilarious. Do they not have a sniper? Okay, well, if you ain't got a sniper, then I ain't doing it. I'm just gonna sit here and chill. No, where you at? Oh, they do. They have a... Okay, they do have a sniper. Okay, good chill. Hey. Oh, crying out loud, Bastion. This is why I don't like you here. You're too wide open. And you're forcing our Orisa into a bad position. Rissa, come back. Yeah, I'm gonna take your head off. Oh god. Oh, it's Monkey. When did he get Monkey? I thought he was oh, he switched off to Monkey. That was bad. I should have known he switched off to Monkey. I was like, what is this? What is this electrocuting me in my butt? Is that a monkey? Why does he have a monkey? Stop fighting inside of his bubble. Oh, you so dead. Thank you. Good looking out. Okay, let's do this. And oh, I'm so dead. Where is that? Yo, get this 8, man. Why would you do that when you low, girl? Good job, Hanzo. Don't leave the circle. Man, you gotta let us get to you. You lucky. You lucky I didn't wanna. Come on, give me that. Come here. Come here, boy. Oh, oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you for protecting me. I appreciate it. So nice. Alright, let's do this. Please don't take that. Okay. Why would you run away from me? I just don't get it. Oh god. Yeah, I see the fucking one. Hey, you see this hog? I'm so dead. I'm not dead. Oh god. Okay, I'm dead. I like how they ping him. He's getting destroyed by hog. You're really good at making YouTube. Thank you so much. I don't know, man. It's like my problem is always just trying to figure out my genre and what I want to do with, like, I just don't want to be that person who, oh my god, why would you do it? We were, oh no, we not. I never wanted to be that person. I wanted to make content that helps people, you know what I'm saying? But I also enjoy playing video games, so it's just kind of like a mixture of both is what I'm currently dealing with now. But a mixture of both is like, YouTube is very much so, if this is your platform, you stick with it. So I don't know, I'm just kind of trying to find myself, bro. You know how it is. There we go. Yo, that's a big hog over there. Y'all should probably, nope. You're gonna peek with a hog to the right. Oh god. Okay, that should have hit the wall and bounced back on me, but it passed hog, went through the wall. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. That should have hit the wall and bounced back and saved me, but whatever. Whatever. I'll give you that. Whatever. Whatever, hog. That was a good play. Okay, get this. I'm so dead. I thought my immortality was on cooldown. Nah, this is over. Man, this man went. How many tank swaps did he have? He had like 4 tank swaps. When he switched to Hog, man, you was about to have a problem. That's well played. I mean, they tried. Less tanking, more playing. Oh, less talking, more playing. Who was talking? Stop typing and help us. What was he talking about? Oh, you know what? I wasn't even looking at this chat, and I didn't get there until it was checkpoint. Donde está? Guten Tag. Oh, you know what? They didn't have a full conversation while I'm sitting here talking about my life history. Okay. I didn't even notice, man. I'm sitting here. It's kind of hard to focus on all 3, right? So looking at the chat and playing the game and looking at my chat. So it's just a little different, but whatever. Why does it sound like that? Oh, no, I don't want to play. League game. Oh, now I finally get a tank. It's all right. I'll live. By the time you get a tank, it's time to actually help people. Whatever. Okay. I don't know how many times I've messed this up, so I have to go through some of my videos because I think I kept choosing the wrong thing, and yeah, whatever. All right, let's finish this out. We got, what, 30 minutes to go? All right, let's do this. Let's help some people. All righty. This is going to be coming from Public Basil 4416. Public Basil writes, my PC keeps auto-scrolling up with the Windows search start menu option. What? My PC keeps auto-scrolling up with the Windows search / start menu option. I'm having a strange issue where my PC will continuously auto-scroll, select every tab in the Windows search bar, or any Windows application, making it impossible to type or search for anything. I don't have any controllers connected, so that can't be the issue. This only happens with Windows-related apps. It does not happen when I'm in a web browser or anywhere else. Any ideas what the issue could be? Signal connectivity? I would say signal connectivity. Typically when I run into these kind of issues, is usually centered around keyboard and mouse stickiness. So typically stickiness can actually be physical, or it can be connectivity wise. For example, if you have a Bluetooth keyboard or a Bluetooth mouse or a wireless keyboard or a wireless mouse, if the batteries are going dead or if the signal is not good, a lot of times it can be sticky, meaning that if you press shift, it holds shift. If you press Windows logo, it holds Windows logo. If you type search, or if you click on something to hit search, it won't let you do anything else because it thinks that you held the left click. So I'm thinking that, you know, it's a possibility that his keyboard and or mouse may be sticky. So I would say disconnect and reconnect. So disconnect, reconnect, keyboard and mouse. Possibility that those guys are sticking. Reconnect USB or charge them if they are USB or wireless. Try moving mouse / keyboard to front ports instead of rear ports, thinking that the back USB panel or USB ports on the back may be oversubscribed. Try and move mouse keyboard to front ports instead of rear ports. Or Windows Update. See, in fact, he did say it's a possibility that it could be a Windows issue or Windows Update. Windows Update would be my suggestions. Yeah, the auto scroll. Yeah, auto scroll just really feels like it's kind of a mouse thing. Auto scroll usually happens whenever you are just regular scrolling and it kind of pushes down and actually scrolls. So I really want to stick to it being more mouse related, but sounds more like it's a mouse issue. I'd try a different mouse and see what happens. We'll try that, you know. It's not a ton of information, but it's enough to get them started. Because generally when you're talking about like an auto scroll, typically auto scroll happens whenever you hold down the mouse click instead of pressing the mouse click or scrolling the mouse click. And when you hold it down and then start scrolling, that's what leads to it. And then whenever you do that, it is sticky and it's hard to get off of it. But it may just be that it's a very sensitive mouse. So you know, if we want to go the hardware route, we can say, okay, we'll try a different mouse. If you want to go the connectivity route, then it's like, okay, well, charge them or try to plug them into different ports. So, you know, you can kind of play it both ways just to kind of test the waters and see what you want to do. But that's basically the best way to handle that particular situation. So, public basil, hope that helps. Oh, triple bro. Oh man, dude. If his name said slow bro, I would have lost it. I was like, oh my gosh, your name says slow bro. Bro, if my name was slow bro, I would never change it in Reddit. I would answer everything that I do with slow bro. But of course, mine is a ferret, whatever. But I'll take it. I was like, I was gonna change it to something else or just like create a brand new account, but I was like, okay, I gotten used to it being a ferret, so it is what it is. Triple Bro writes, got a few viruses on my PC and formatting didn't remove them. Basically, what? Okay. Okay, we'll see. Basically, I installed C#, CS? C source. C# source texture. Okay. Basically, I installed C source texture for Gmod and it backfired. I have a few viruses and one of them is Gsearch. As I've said, I formatted my PC and USB, yet still there is malware bytes, doesn't even see any problem. So I'm a bit confused on what to do really. Okay, what is Gsearch? I'm not familiar with that particular malware. Let me see Gsearch. Gsearch. I'm not really sure what that is. Okay. Okay, so here's what I would say here. So depending on the malware and depending on which one that you're currently experiencing, if you are experiencing malware and it looks like you are familiar with Malwarebytes, well, Malwarebytes runs on every directory unless you specify that it doesn't. So it's a possibility that it may have ran on the root directory, but you may have actually downloaded to your external drive. Like for example, a lot of times we may have a small C drive and a large D drive. Like we may buy a second drive and we just download everything and move everything to there. It's a possibility that it may be on a second drive and you didn't run Malwarebytes on that drive. So I would say be sure to run Malwarebytes on every drive you have. As well as disconnect from the internet while you troubleshoot. Disconnecting from the internet is not necessarily meant to protect people on the internet. It's meant to protect him. In other words, if he has a malware that is capable of jumping across his subnet, it's a possibility that it may infect other people that's within his area. In other words, he may have other computers that are on his local LAN that may also be infected because of him. So it's better to tell him to disconnect from the internet. That's typically what most people tell you, regardless if it's residential or commercial, to go ahead and, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chat just to make sure nobody's asking questions, but it's normal for people to disconnect from the internet when troubleshooting malware issues, just to make sure they don't spread it to other people that are also on the same connection. So for him, I would also say disconnect from the internet as well as run Malwarebytes on every single drive, as well as disconnect from the internet while you troubleshoot. Internet while you troubleshoot, and formatting didn't remove them. When you say formatting, do you mean you reinstall Windows? It really just sounds like you have multiple drives, at which point I would say scan them all. All right, we'll just say it that way. It's just kind of, you know, it's not enough information to really go on, but I would just go at it that route, where basically, you know, just try to scan the drive and see what you get, and all of them. And by scanning, I mean Malwarebytes or whatever antivirus software that you are currently familiar with, and have it scan every single drive and then kind of go from there. You know, it's kind of hard to say, but when you say he's formatted his drives, he didn't say he reinstalled Windows, which makes me think that he has multiple drives, which brings me right back to my first one, just run Malwarebytes. So yeah, just run Malwarebytes on every drive and then just take it from there. That's typically when I used to troubleshoot, like truly troubleshoot issues like left and right. I always had on my thumb drive Malwarebytes and CCleaner, and every computer that I would get to, because I used to work in hospitals, And every computer that I would hook up to, I'd automatically just start malware and C cleaners. Like I never even asked questions. I just started them. Like I never even did anything. I literally just went to it and just immediately went to malware and C cleaner, because there's no point in asking questions. There's no point in asking who did what. You just go in and just start fixing it, because you already know it's probably broken. Because a lot of times they like to use each other's computers and they go places they shouldn't be going at work, and you know how it is. So that's typically how you handle that kind of a situation. So hope that helps, Triple Bro, and make sure that I am doing everything right. Okay, yeah, I'm doing everything right. All right, I mean, I gotta go back through my stream, man. I think there have been parts where I didn't transition properly. So like we may be playing a game and then I switch back and I didn't switch back to the right context. Talking about firewalls now, but I didn't switch back to the right scene. And because of that, you may not have been able to see the next question. So I'll go back through it and fix it up. But I apologize if you guys have been watching and I may have went back to a different scene. So in any event, or the wrong scene. All right, so let's go ahead and go to this one here. So this is from Finaware from 48 minutes ago. Finaware writes, I need help finding an app that allows me to sort images into folders and visualize them like a phone gallery app. The title says it. This is probably not right sub to post this in, but I'll give it a try. I do not know of one that is better than Lightroom Classic. Okay, Lightroom Classic is the best. Lightroom Classic is the best, and unfortunately, I don't know of any app that is better than that. I would say, I think it may have a free version. See if they have a free version and test it out. Lightroom Classic is dope. If anybody of you guys have never tried it, I would definitely recommend it. Lightroom Classic is so good, because Lightroom Classic, not only is it okay, so Lightroom Classic, so basically you can take all your photos, right, and you can automatically import them in Lightroom Classic if they were in like Lightroom, or if you just had them on your computer. It can read RAW. Okay, so not only can it read just regular JPEGs, it can read RAW. So yes, I'll answer your question. Just one quick second. Let me get this point out real quick. I would say so Lightroom Classic, right? It can read RAW files, it can read JPEGs, and not only that, it can sort RAW files, and it can show you all of your RAW files right then and there. So if you shoot in RAW or if you shoot in JPEG and you want to see all your pictures and all that kind of stuff, it can load them all right then and there. Very rarely do you run into that situation. Typically, because RAW files are so big, it's very, very hard to load them into memory and show them to you all at the same time, whereas Lightroom Classic does that, and I haven't found anything that's better than that. So let me go ahead and put that on here and test it out. All right, cool. So let's see here. I do know what is the best online place. Okay, cool. So there's a, okay. Do you know what is the best online place to buy parts to build a computer? Yes, because I want to build a computer. Cool. Okay, it depends on what country you're in. But if you're in the America or the States or Canada, I would recommend Newegg.com. Now, Newegg.com, but not necessarily do you buy there, okay? Because you can find better deals at maybe like an Amazon or even maybe even a Best Buy, depending on where you shop around for. But Newegg has the best search features. So if you're looking for a particular motherboard, it's going to find you the correct motherboard. Or if you're looking for a particular processor, it's going to find you that particular processor. No website comes close to the search criteria of Newegg. Now, you just may not have to buy there. You know, they may have bundles and stuff like that, and it may be the better deal, but Newegg is what I would recommend to buy from. Now, if you're trying to find particular graphics cards, like for example, if you have a serious budget and you're looking for like a 4080 or something like that, then it may be a little bit harder. At that point, I would say, you know, if you're looking for like a graphics card that may not be easy to find, I would say you want to go to nowinstock.com, which gives you alerts in the event that the 4080, 4090, 7900 XTX and 7900 XT become available. But As far as the 4080 and the 7900 XT is concerned, those two can be picked up most of the time. So whenever shipments come in, usually it's the XTX and the 4090 that goes, not the XT and the 4080. So bear that in mind. So if you're looking for a little bit higher budget, you might be better off just finding them in stores. Outside of that, I would say Newegg. Yeah, that's what someone told me. Yeah, Newegg is really great. Newegg is really good. They've always had, I would say for the past 6 years, they probably had the best search criteria of all the stores. And then whether or not you buy it there is a totally different ballgame. But because a lot of times, because like the shipping starts getting expensive, and it's like, okay, well, Amazon has free shipping, and I can probably get it tomorrow as opposed to getting it, in 3 days. So it loses me in shipping, but it gains me in search criteria. So yeah, Newegg is great. Good question. Alrighty, so this is going to be Ezerofo, and I think this is going to be my last question of the day. So we'll do this one here and we'll wrap up. So Ezerofo says, Panasonic TV screen pulsing. Okay, that's interesting. I'll talk about why it's interesting here in a second. My Panasonic TV started to pulse whenever I turn it on. There's no picture either. The model number is a TC55A S680. It's an old TV, so I'm not sure much can be done, but help would be appreciated. I used to work for Panasonic. I used to help with their TVs for a while, maybe like a year and a half or something like that. And just randomly pops up. Cool. So yeah, so let me think about this. So his screen is pulsing. That is a very interesting description. Let's think about it, right? So if he has an older TV, okay, let's say if it's analog, okay, well, if he said it was tiling or snow, right? Then we can say, okay, maybe you have signal degradation or signal loss from your cable provider or your internet service provider or whatever you're using. So that's what analog would do. If it's digital, it would tile, right? So he would say he would see squares. So that's not what's happening here. He said pulse. Okay, like it is basically showing you something and pulsing through the screen, or the screen is kind of going in and out. That is a picture issue. Okay, so that is more than likely going to be a hardware issue, and you can just figure that out just from the way he describes it. He didn't say tiling, he didn't say snow, he didn't say off and on or anything like that. He said pulsing. So because of that, it seems like more than likely he has a hardware issue, so we will treat it as such. So here I would say it is more than likely a hardware issue. However, you can try different inputs to see if that helps, or if it's even older than that, try changing your cable to a different channel. 4 instead of 3. Nobody under the age of 20 knows what this is. 4 instead of 3. But back in the day, when you had cable boxes hooked up to a coaxial, you had to switch to a particular channel in order for it to show you all the channels on your cable box. And usually it was between 3 and 4. So I'm saying that maybe it's a possibility that his 3 may be bad, or the channel 3 may be bad. So maybe if he switched to 4, he may have a better shot, depending on how old his TV is. He said it's old, but I don't know how old we talking. I don't know if he means old or if he means ancient. Because if he means ancient, then that's a totally different ballgame. So let's see here. It's 9:48. I am out of troubleshooting. So let's do I don't like the fact that a lot of my streams that I close out like 10 minutes before it's time to end. So we'll just end on a game. Let's do Lost Ark because it's pretty. Let's go fight some dragons, you guys. As soon as I remember how to play Lost Ark, let's do it. It's like, okay, like how did you play this game? All right, bet. We'll just end on some dragons because, why not? I gotta do it anyway, so I might as well do it here. Alrighty. Okay. Let's finish this out. This has been great. Like a lot of times when I've been doing this stream lately, I'll be doing it to myself. We're doing it. I'll be talking to myself and answering my own questions, and it starts to get a little bit like difficult, right? because you want people to ask you questions. You want that chat and that configuration and people to ask and all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of hard whenever you're trying to make content and talking to yourself for so long. But I was like, okay, well, the best way to get good at it is if you do it every day. It's gonna be, how can you, eventually you'll get better. You know what I mean? And you do that and you forget to change the inputs. And oh my God. I don't know. I think I would like it for it to automatically switch. That would be pretty sweet. But I don't think it can. So I just got to keep remembering to press the right buttons. But it is what it is. That just hurt my soul that I didn't switch to talking inverse and I just answered all those questions. Okay, here, let's do this right here so I can click on these or not. Oh, because never mind. Lost Ark is opening, and whenever it doesn't let you do anything. That's so bad. Whatever. Come on. Inverse. I'm gonna do inverse for right now. I just gotta remember to use the stream deck. It's like you talk and you go off on a tangent, or you start a conversation and you start talking through the conversation and you forget that you gotta switch the inputs, and it backfires on you, you know? And that really annoys me because it's like it's tacky. Like you have everything set up properly and you still don't do it right. And that kind of irks me. So let me go back through these here and click on them. That way I can turn them into videos later on. Just in case I missed any. Pretty sure I answered everything, but did I answer that? Yeah, you did. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do this. And we'll just finish up here. Okay. Do you think building a computer is cheaper than buying a computer? It depends. It depends on your level of comfort and if it's for yourself. If it's for yourself, then it really kind of depends. If you're comfortable with building a computer, then building a computer usually comes out cheaper because you can get more for your buck. Because, you know, you can buy your own CPU and motherboard and stuff like that. And a lot of times they have, you know, bonuses where they'll throw in free RAM. I know, like, we have this place called Micro Center in Texas. And if you buy a particular CPU, it comes with RAM, you know, and that saves, you know, $100 to $200. So, you know, but if you build a computer, it's already going to have RAM on it. So I would say in these particular situations, typically building your computer is usually going to come out cheaper than buying it, because buying it, not only are you paying for the built computer, you're also paying for them building it for you, as well as the transport of that computer. And plus, it may be in a case that you don't like. So, you know, there's a lot of things to take into consideration there, but I would say overall, it's better to build your computer. Okay. Let's do some dragon hunting or something. I don't know. Let's do that. Why not? Adventure. Let's do this. I like Lost Ark because it's pretty. And I'm shallow. That's why I like Lost Ark. It's like, oh, pretty things, pretty colors. Let's do it. You gotta like the pretty stuff, man. All right, we'll do this one here and we'll finish up because it's getting close to 10. Let's do this. It's right over here. But yeah, my first computer I built, I was like full computer that I built with my own money. I was like maybe 15, 16. And I ended up giving it to my mom. And she's had that computer since then. It's like, it still works. Like, she still has it. And I need to replace it, but typically with her, the smaller the computer, the better. Hey, yo, chill. This man is ready to go to war. running from me. Oh god. You should let me feel you. I probably should stop saying that. That's probably not the best idea in the world. Hey, cuz. We're all about to die. Not even paying attention. My headset isn't on, so I can't hear anything. So I'm just kind of winging it. Oh, he's gonna smash me. I know it. Turn my headset on. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Don't kill me. Oh, break it. Yo, I didn't get them. Yo, wake up. I don't know when he jumps up second time around, so we're gonna have to go chase him. Like, so basically whenever they start going up into the air, that means that he's going to leave. Because it's like Monster Hunter all over again. And so you have to stop him from leaving, otherwise you gotta go hunt him down. And he had like 10% health, and you still gotta go hunt him down. Dang it! I really thought that that was it whenever he did it the first time, but it was the second time. And yeah, showing people how bad I am at this game. Really? That's what we're doing? Okay, that's what we're doing? Okay, just let me know when you want me to hit you, okay? Just let me know. I'll hit you, okay? Yeah. Did he just paralyze me? Shield, bro. Alright, good. Got one more time to shield you. Yeah, beat him up. Give me my money. I think if they touch him, they give him stacks. So, yeah. Wow. That's the thing. That's the only thing about using a controller in this game is that sometimes you aim wrong. But it's not, I guess it's not really the biggest issue. Oh yeah. By the way, I play healer on every game. I'm a huge healer fan. I'm more of a healer than I am a DPS fan. I only play DPS when I have to. He is angry. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. How do you do a live YouTube video with it recording the screen? Recording the screen? Okay, so in OBS, you have the option to stream and record. However, whenever it comes to streaming and recording, a lot of things have to be taken into consideration. One, the computer. So if you have a computer that can handle streaming and recording, you can do it to the exact same computer. So typically I would say if you have like a 3900X, or if you have anything that's like Intel 9th generation or better, or Ryzen 3rd generation or better, you might be able to run it off one computer and record and stream at the same time. Now, if you can't, Twitch has the ability of taking your past recordings, and then you can also edit from there and then upload them to YouTube, things of that nature. But typically when you do that, you have a lesser resolution than what you can get if you record. The second option is to have a second computer. And if you have a second computer, you can have it stream the video, like your live stream. You can have it stream that to another computer via RTP, which is a protocol that allows you to transfer video to another computer. You can have it do that and stream it to another computer and then record it on a second computer. So it all depends on budget. So like if you have a computer that is able to record and stream at the same time, then you can just do it that way. But even if you don't and you have two computers, then you can stream on one and record on the other. Good question. Yeah, I have as y'all can see, I got some crazy range when it comes to troubleshooting issues. I can troubleshoot and start talking about tech, and then go to cameras, and then go to internet, and then go to firewalls, and then go to routers, and then go to video games, and then be on Red Dead, and then talk about memory, and then that's pretty much how I roll. But yeah, that's why I really enjoy, you know, questions, because it keeps you sharp. Because the more I do these videos, the better I get at it. But if I just start, I'm so weak with all my knowledge that it's hard for me to remember things off the top of my head. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. So hopefully that will make it better. Maybe you're like you are doing without the camera. Oh, yeah, without the camera. So the camera is just a feature. So you don't like with the camera, you don't have to go with that whole camera situation if you don't want to, but it doesn't change anything as far as the two options that I told you, where whether you go with a single PC and have it record and stream at the same time, or if you go with a stream on one device, record on the other. Either way is perfectly fine. Whether or not you want to show the camera or not is your prerogative. Now, okay, I'm in no position to give advice on streaming content, but typically most people generally like it when people have cameras in their videos. But regardless if you decide to or not, I would say that having a device that streams, a computer that streams, and a computer that records is the best way to go about it. If you want to know the actual application, I'm currently using OBS, but there are plenty of other options to use. But basically, OBS can do the exact same thing. So basically, you set up OBS on one computer, set up OBS on the other, and then you can stream it via OBS to the other computer, as well as start a stream on one computer. So, or you know, you can stream and record on the same computer. Just hit start stream and start recording at the same time. Cool. Got a new issue. I was worried. I was like, okay, cool. I wanted to get one more issue in there, so we got it, and that will do it. Okay, cool. Alrighty, it has been a pleasure. I will see you guys tomorrow, and if you like this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, go and subscribe. I love you either way. Take care. All the best, and bye. Okay, cool. How do I get out of this? Okay.